everyone. Welcome to our trampoline pitch competition. So hopefully you are here today because you are either excited to pitch or here to support somebody who is going to be doing some pitching with us today. So for those of you that are here because you wandered in off the street and you're unaware of what we're doing today, it is a 60-second pitch competition where we're excited to have 14 students coming up and sharing some of their brilliant either businesses or business ideas in 60 seconds in front of a panel of our esteemed judges and in front of all of you for you to give feedback on their ideas. Next slide. Just a little bit about this space that you're in. So if this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so much for coming by. We are Leap Junction. We are Fanshawe College's entrepreneurial services, and this is about our 1-month anniversary of being in this space. So welcome to our new home. Please feel free to visit often. We offer services like business coaching, which we offer one-on-one or with your partners. We do workshops, we do events like this, and we also do a lot of work out in the community, working with connecting you to mentors or those that can offer you different services. So if you're at all interested in joining us and learning a little bit more about our service, please come by at any time. We're typically open between 9 and 5, Monday to Friday, and we'd be super happy to chat with you at that time. Or you can check us out on our website, which is www.leapjunction.ca. One program I want to tell you a little bit about is our Leap In Summer Incubator. So this is the incubator that we run every summer. This is a program where we bring in 10 businesses. They need to be off the ground, so they're already started. You need to be past idea. And we bring you in for 9 weeks, give you some intensive workshops with community experts from within Fanshawe College and some of the staff here at Leap Junction. And we also pay you $5,000 to attend this workshop, so you can put that towards your business or to offset lost wages. So some of you that are here today pitching, really excited about your businesses, this might be a really great opportunity for you to consider. However, applications do close on Sunday, so applications are closing on March 1st, and so we're really excited to review the applications next week, and we hope to see some of you in the audience applying to join us for this program. If you are looking for more information about Leap Junction, really quickly, you can see we're all over here. You can find us on social media across different platforms at Leap Junction. And if you're taking pictures today, tweeting, live streaming your friends, anything like that, please use our hashtag, which is super easy as well. It's hashtag Leap Junction. We figure subtlety gets us nowhere. So please follow us at Leap Junction and find us. You can book appointments with us right online, or you can correspond with us through our website, through Instagram, through Facebook, through whatever medium you see fit. Before I get to the rules, I just really quickly want to introduce our judges who are here today. So our judges for our 60-second pitch competition today, our first judge is Denise Edwards. She is the director of Propel, which is our sister organization at Western, which offers entrepreneurial services for Western students. So thank you so much for being here, Denise. Our second judge is our esteemed winner of last year's trampoline pitch competition. It is Liam Buckley, the founder of Corduroy Sound. Thank you so much for being here, Liam. And our third judge is running a little bit late. Her name is Rachel Burdan, and she's the social enterprise coach at Innovation Works, and she'll be slipping in hopefully within the next 15 minutes. But in her stead, we have our very own business coach, Dave Olette, who is filling her shoes and says to tell you all that he is now the queen of Innovation Works. So thank you to Dave. Thank you. I think we're funny too. So the rules. So for those of you that are ready to pitch, hopefully you have taken a look at the rules already. And for those of you that are in the audience, I hope that you will help me enforce these rules for the people that are coming up to pitch today. So rule number 1, you get 60 seconds. No more. If you want to walk off before your 60 seconds is up, that's fine, but there will be a buzzer that will sound at the 60-second mark, and then you need to stop talking. Rule number 2 is that it is just you that gets to be up there. You're welcome to bring a tablet or a piece of paper to read off of if you like, but no props. You can't bring something to pass out or show anyone. And rule 3 is 1 pitch per person, 1 person per pitch. All right, so if you are here with a partner, that's totally fine if that partner wants to stand beside you, but only 1 person may speak during the 60-second pitch. All right, any questions or concerns about those rules? We're good? Our judges that are sorry, go ahead.
So it means that we can have the notes.
Really close to the camera. Yes, you may have your notes, but you can't use your tablet to show us something. You can read off of them. Yeah.
Thank you.
Our judges sitting here are asked to review your pitches. Can I borrow that real quick?
Yes, of course.
They are reviewing everybody on their business validity, clarity, interest, wow factor, the ask, and then totaling that up for a total points, which is going to come out of 25. Our judges are asked to judge you based on your pitch alone, but they may have some follow-up questions for you. Just for clarity or for interest, they might be interested in your business and want to know. Judges, you are asked to not judge the participants based on their answers to the questions, only to what they have said in their 60 seconds. All right.
Cool.
Are there any other questions? This is our order. If you can really quickly just take a look at the order, and I just want you to note where you are in the order. Your name will come up as we call you, but we're not going to flip back to this slide. So if you forget if you're 8 or 9, we're not flipping back here. So if you want to snap a picture really quick of your order so you remember, please go ahead. Okay, you are welcome to pitch with a mic, which you can walk around like I am doing. You're welcome to pitch at the podium, which you can do by standing behind it. It is totally up to you what you would like to do. If there are no further questions, oh yeah, Rashidi? Yes, yeah, that's fine. As long as you're not using your tablet as a display and you're reading from it, that's what you want it for. That's totally fine, but you need to stay in this area up at the front. Yeah, okay? All right. Any other questions?
I have one housekeeping thing.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
Guys, when the judges are asking you questions, try to stand behind the podium just so you don't block the camera. Is that okay? Cool, thank you.
Thank you. All right, without further ado, Jared, you're first. Come on up.
You tell us when you're ready, and we'll count you down, okay?
Okay. Ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Good day. My name is Jared Rodgers, and I'm the owner-operator of JR Trailers, founded in 2019. We are a direct manufacturer to sales utility trailer business that operates in Timmins and London, Ontario, and I am asking for $1,000 to expand my business and purchase new equipment. Imagine owning a contracting business and paying an employee 4 hours every day to transport material and equipment to your worksite. Unacceptable. Purchase a trailer from me and save hundreds of dollars on the trailer and thousands of dollars in valuable man hours. JR Trailers are built from an engineered blueprint and made with high-quality Canadian-made steel, meaning we will outlast our competitors. And as a direct manufacturer, we could underprice our competition by up to $600 and still see a higher profit margin. Our marketing for our primary customers is done by directly engaging with the over 35,000 small construction outfits in Ontario, and this is proven to work by the thousands of dollars in sales already done. We are projected to earn $50,000 this year and up to $500,000 in 2022.
Judges, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
start. Business on. Okay. First of all, great job. I know it's kind of nerve-wracking to go first, so that was awesome. Thank you. I
appreciate that.
Just a quick question. Can you
Yeah.
quantify a little bit what is the price of a trailer and
Yeah.
what is your margin on them?
For sure. So it cost me about $850 a day to make a basic 5x8 utility trailer, and I would sell that for around $1,600. And that is a great price, as I am profiting around $750 per trailer, and I'm undercutting my competition by up to $600 for the exact same trailer. And it has the same features, same capabilities, same payload, and just as a direct manufacturer, I could really undercut the price.
Awesome, thanks.
Is there a lot of competition in this sort of area in London?
Yes,
or-
there is a good amount of competition. There's PJ Trailers that operates throughout Ontario, as well as, I believe, Canada Trailers that's in Hamilton, and they really all go through what would be our main competition for sales, is Action Trailers. And I've already talked to them, and we are in discussion of me coming by with my prototype and working out a deal. And that is why, I'm not sure we realize that 50,000 this year and 500,000 by 2022 is a huge, drastic jump, right?
That was gonna be my question.
It's okay. Well, sorry, cut that.
That's okay.
But that is possible because they are in talks of already buying 500 trailers. If the quality exceeds it, if I could meet the quality, which I know I can, as I am certified in doing this, 500 trailers that's 500,000 right there. So I know those deals don't happen overnight. So I projected by 2022 I should be able to bang out a deal with them.
Awesome.
Thank you.
He answered my question already, so.
Do you have any other ones?
Thank you, Jared.
Ron, I thank you guys.
All right. Next up, Dana.
Wow.
All right, Dana, let us know when you're ready.
Yep. Hi, my name is Dyana Zaya, and I'm a fashion designer. I'm asking for $1,000 today to get my materials started for my 2021 collection. The problem I want to solve is to help females to find clothing that they're looking for and need. There is no other designer or brand that would give a fully customized design to their own preferences. Everything will be designed and made here in London, Ontario. I think it matters and benefit for women to have custom clothing to the reasons that are to express themselves, to have a long-term investment, and the clothes that would last longer. There's other things, and thank you.
What program are you in right now, Dana?
I'm an entrepreneur program.
You're in an entrepreneur program?
Yes.
All right, okay, with your Moreland, nice. So have you started doing any of this work yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've started the business.
And who are you working with at the moment?
Right now with Dave Moreland, like the professor, or?
No, like who are you, do you have any clients that you're working with already? With your
Yeah,
idea?
one of my, right now I have a client from the Hunt Club.
Oh, cool.
She's one of she's in business, so I'm kind of like designing her suits and stuff right now.
And it's all custom?
Yes.
How do you see this scaling up?
So right now it's just that especially with the environment and with the fast fashion, so it's like finding not finding the right size or everything with customers, especially now they're like frustrated and sometimes there's no time of like shopping everything, which I want this. It's like no time waster. It's like you will find the custom, and I want to get it because custom people think it's very like expensive and only celebrities that have custom. So I want to make it very known here to get custom clothing, and you'll get whatever you're looking for, because I also work at a bridal shop where it's really hard, especially for like bridesmaids, find the exact right dress for them. So I want able to help and customize. Say if they want sleeves, we can add sleeves. They want a different color, we got that for you. And especially for sizing, that's the number one thing.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you.
I don't know if I missed it. Does your company have a name?
Right now, no, I'm still
working on that?
Yeah.
Thanks for the pitch. This is definitely something whenever I'm at the mall, I'm like, I wish someone could just make clothes for me. So I definitely see there's a pain point there. I don't know if you mentioned this and maybe I missed it, but are you going to be doing all of the designing and sewing and manufacturing of everything, or are you working with someone to help with the actual production of the clothing?
Yeah, so with me, I'm starting like word of mouth, not like posting, like just like a word of mouth. So starting from one of my clients right now, she's from the Hunt Club, so I'm just trying to her and like pass it along. But yes, I am doing everything from like researching like the trends, pattern making, sewing, and then with fittings and all that.
Okay.
But eventually, if it grows, I'll definitely hire people to do that.
Awesome. Thanks.
All right, Rachel.
Thank you. in 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon. My name is Rachel, and I'm here today to ask for $1,000 to buy inventory for my business, The Companion Company. We are an apparel and pet travel product company that aspires to cultivate a community of dog owners and revolutionize the way we travel with our pets. We're going to do this by offering high-quality, unique products that promote the relationship we have with our pets, as well as easing the stresses of traveling with our pets so you can spend more time making memories with your best friend. The idea for this business came from wanting to solve my own inconveniences while traveling across Canada with my dogs, Olive and Trooper. The Canadian pet industry has been growing steadily and is valued at approximately $8 billion with a growth rate of 2.4% alone in 2019. And this is largely attributed to the huge demographic shift from baby boomers to millennials who are waiting to have children and instead spending all their money on their pets, and they want to travel locally with them, which is evident because this demographic shift is also increasing recreational vehicle sales. So it's the perfect time for a companion company to enter the market. Thank you for your time.
I love it when a pitch hits right on 60 seconds. It gives me like a little rush of joy. Yeah. Let's just give our judges a minute, and then when they're ready for questions, they'll ask.
I can start with a question. Great pitch, by the way. Very clear, good delivery. Can you give me an example of a type of, like, what is the actual
Sure,
product?
no problem. So my main product idea is for a portable pet fence, and I'm in the entrepreneur program, so it was really difficult to get materials and numbers for that kind of stuff, so that's why I started focusing on the apparel. But I actually found that it was a really interesting idea, so having t-shirts that said something like "Wish my dog was here" and things like that, I kind of started working with that because I felt like there wasn't a lot of things like that on the market. So yeah, I'm kind of working with a couple different ideas. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just thinking, so are you going to be sourcing these things from other manufacturers? Or are you looking at having these made yourself?
So that's something that I would like to talk to Leap about. Absolutely. So for things like for the travel pet products, that's something that I really don't have any prior knowledge about. So I do need to get some more information about the types of materials I could use and where they're manufactured, how much it costs, and all that kind of stuff. In terms of the apparel, again, I'm going to actually probably ask Dyana for help because she was in the fashion industry before, but again, where to get certain materials, and I need to do some more research.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Come on up, Christopher.
Okay, count me down.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Canadian university and college athletics have a significant potential for growth. Right now, U Sport and CCAA accumulate to about 150 member organizations. This represents roughly 10% of the size of the NCAA in the United States. The NCAA's revenue over the course of 2018 was $1 billion. The revenue for U Sport was $5 million, just 0.5%. That was also less than 0.1% through TV and marketing avenues. Now, significant room to grow. My solution for this is to increase viewership through consistent broadcasting standards. My business is as a broadcasting consultant. I will provide recommendations for purchasing equipment, as well as training and support for staffs at these institutions. And this would all come with an outline through procedural guidelines. I'm asking for $1,000 for startup costs and to cover supplement income. Thank you.
Another one right on 60 seconds. You guys are making me very happy. Thank you. Any questions from our judges?
What would something like this cost?
Well, at the beginning, it would be my time more than anything. It's reaching out to the U Sports and creating that partnership with U Sport and the CCAA and building that relationship across the country, really, to try and get in with these institutions. The biggest challenge is that each institution has their own setup already. There's hardly any consistency, though, with, for instance, Concordia University in Montreal. They basically operate with a handy cam, whereas Fanshawe College operates with a 2 to 7 camera setup in their broadcasts. So for each university or college, it would be a different startup cost for them, but for me, it could be a consistent cost, and trying to get that work at that partnership with U Sports and CCAA.
Follow-up question?
Please.
What do you see as the biggest problem with current setups at these institutions?
The biggest issue with the current setups is that inconsistency. You can have Université Laval in Quebec City, where they have had one of the top football programs for the past 20 years, where they don't broadcast their productions at all. And it seems like they don't want to either, because they draw their revenue through those in-person viewerships. They want the seats, people in the seats at the stadiums. That said, I think there's a tremendous opportunity for growth where we can say, okay, with the broadcast, you can also put forward ad revenue, and you can build those partnerships within the community so that it not only grows your business, but it grows theirs as well.
Thank you.
Is anyone else trying to do this?
Not that I'm aware of. I have a lot more research to get into with this, but right now, as far as consistency goes, the OCAA, for instance, has only one requirement, which is one camera following wide the action, so that they know what happened during the game, and if there's any issues, they can do that. It's deal with it. It's not necessarily for entertainment purposes or to grow the sport like they have in the States, where they have MSNBC covering the SEC and the Big Ten, and yeah.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting kind of problem that you've honed in on. I was just visiting at Western. I just learned the other day that we have a whole team that does all of this. I'm like, oh, I had no idea. So that's kind of cool. So with your business model, it seems like you're going to be a bit of a consultant going in and offering your services. So what is your background that makes you someone that someone would value paying for your expertise?
Of course. So right now, I am a broadcasting, TV and film production student, finishing up my second year, but I also have 8 years of broadcasting experience with university and college athletics, as well as with Rodgers TV covering the Knights and Nationals games here in London. A lot of that experience came through those institutions like Concordia University, Seneca College down the road, down the 401, and through Fanshawe itself. But I think I can provide a pretty good overview of what's required to at least put on a somewhat, at least more entertaining broadcast than just the simple, here's a camera, it's showing the action. And ideally grow not only the athletic side of things, but also grow that community within the schools themselves.
Okay, very cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
So just give us 1 second. The real Rachel Burdand is now here, so we're just going to make a real quick switch, and we'll get started in just a second.
We look so alike.
How do you say your name? Jagat. All right, welcome.
Hey everybody, this is Jagat. I have 2 quick questions for you. Have you ever been frustrated to get doctor's appointment, especially during emergency situation? And have you ever fed up of filling up long application form whenever you step into the hospital? Yes, I know your answer. So every business is a solution for something. My Lifesaver web and mobile app development web app enables patient to find the doctors who is available soon and nearby. So patient doesn't need to wait for a long time, and every medical records will be recorded online, so it will be on electronically, so doctor can pull up the information at any time with a single piece of the patient's ID with the consent of patients, So Here the doctor, the hospital doesn't need to, doesn't have the difficult to maintain the data management. So here is a solution for everything. So Lifesaver platform eliminates all the problems. All right. Thank you so much for listening.
I really like the idea. I think it's really cool. I'm curious, are you planning to make money on the doctor side of things or on the customer side?
Obviously doctors.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like, see, a customer to customer business model is totally focusing on doctors, like Facebook. Facebook don't get money from the users.
Definitely.
Now they're getting it, right?
Totally.
So same thing.
I loved the intro, definitely captured our attention right away. Have you looked into the regulations around like HIPAA or privacy around storing medical records in an app?
Yeah, so there's an act called HIPAA, Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, which is governed by government. And the thing is, a software company can have their own software according to the compliance of HIPAA. So they should consider about the data breaching and everything. So unless and until there is no problem in having a medical record of patients. So that's it.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, totally agree. It was a really great hook.
Thank you.
How will the data be populated in the first place? Like, where are you pulling from?
Data of doctors?
Of the patients. Like, how?
Okay. Data of the patients, like with a single piece of patient ID, we are maintaining the database of patients. So with us, whenever we put up the patient ID, it will pull up the information.
Okay, so what data source are you, like what are you connected to get?
Oh, everything, all the medical records. That's why we are following the compliance of HIPAA.
Okay.
What was the company name?
Lifesaver mobile app.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening.
Someone's got an Airbnb.
Counting you down. 3, 2, 1.
So growing up in a family that moved around a lot, it was really hard for me to find and keep friends, in the different places I had to move. I spent a lot of my time playing video games, and I met a lot of really cool people online, and a lot of them I'm still friends with to this day. So social media is great for bringing people together through the power of shared interests. And I figured, why not cut the middleman and just make a platform that will find you those people directly? So with Lobby, you can find friends to play any multiplayer video game with, and it allows you to search with filters such as which platform you play on and also which games you're playing. And there's also advanced features such as which region of the world you're searching in, what time zones you're searching in, and also what your skill level is, just so you're guaranteeing that you're playing with people that are around the same level as you. $1,000 would pretty much just go towards supporting myself during the development of both the desktop and the mobile versions of this app.
Good job, Thomas.
That was a little bit of a save there, I don't know, but
Came in under the wire.
not really, but
I'm not judging anymore, but I have a question. So
yes. Is it about my last name?
No. Okay. So I'm just curious. What's your skill set? Are you going to be doing the development of this, or are you going to be looking to hire?
Mostly just kind of, a little. I mean, I want to say a little bit of both, because learning web development obviously is, not something light. Like it takes a while. So I think it would be a little bit of, finding people that can help me with the project, and also overseeing it myself and maybe learning a little bit along the way. And I do have a few friends that I met online that are web developers, so that would definitely help for that. And again, being a web-based just software, an app, it's easy to find people anywhere. I don't have to look in London just to find people to work on it. So.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is really interesting, and I love hearing stories of people that have met online playing games, and then they're like, oh, I was the best man in this person's wedding, and I've never met them other than online. So I think that's really cool. So I think there's definitely something to this. My question is around, how are you going to monetize something like this?
So it's part of what I missed in that obviously was it's part of just ads on the website if you're using it for free. There would also be a premium subscription, I guess you can use, which would cost like $250 a month. Not a lot, obviously, for something just kind of this simple. So that was the monetization plan.
Okay, makes sense.
And
Thanks.
also just extending off of that, if I was allowed to use slides and stuff like that, I have been to it's really cool to meet people like that you've met online, because I met a few people like in like a bunch of us went to like New York in like 2017, and that's always like a really cool experience. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
well, good, thank you.
We have a substitution.
Yeah.
You can jump on the trampoline while he's
Yeah, I do
doing
wanna-
a couple of flips.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Count down 3. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Aaron, and this is Omar, and we're the founders of Fast Track. A couple years ago, I used to be a delivery driver assistant for UPS, and typically what would happen is we'd end up with 150 packages that have to be delivered by the end of the day. So we'd have all these packages, but we wouldn't know where each address is or how to get to each individual location. So we'd spend about 2 hours constantly going in the back of the truck, sorting through packages to find out where would we have to go to the next few stops. 2 hours is crucial, especially for a delivery driver, where every second counts. This is why we came up with the idea of Fast Track. Fast Track is a mobile application that creates optimized routes for delivery drivers. The way it works is you scan all the packages at the back of the truck, and then within seconds, it creates the most fastest, most efficient route available. We've completed the MVP for the product, and we plan on launching within the next few months. We need your help. With $1,000, we can actually create a digital marketing campaign to get the name out there. Thank you so much for your time, and we welcome any questions you might have. Sorry.
Yeah, that seems like a really interesting idea, and I like that you have kind of firsthand experience of the problem. Is there anybody doing anything like this
There are
already?
a few companies that are doing it already. So one of the big companies is Road Warriors, as well as Git Circuit. Git Circuit is currently located in the UK. The only issue with what they have so far is the fact that you manually have to type in every single address, as we have an object character recognition scanner, where all you would have to do is scan over the address and just add the address immediately.
I see.
How are you planning? Are you planning to develop the app direct, like you guys, or are you outsourcing?
We have the app available. Like, we've already created it.
Oh, really? Wow.
So we have an actual demo that we could show you after the pitch, and we'd love to show you afterwards.
That's
if
cool.
you would like.
Very cool.
So it's not fully fleshed out, but it's still like a prototype
Yeah,
that we have so far.
that's awesome.
Great job, guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yvonne.
3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone, what do you think what the high risk behaviors that affect your health? Yes, physical inactivity and unhealthy eating. In 2016, over 80% of young ladies did not get enough exercise in Canada, and over 50 have unhealthy diet in their life. In fact, the number is increasing year by year. Think about that. Every day you make a choice that will either improve your health or harm it. Each choice will influence your health only a little bit. But when those choices are repeated over year and year, their effect becomes significant. My name is Yvonne Yan. I am a personal trainer. I have over 6 years experience in helping people making good choices to get healthy lifestyle. Train with me and eat with me. I am the best choice. Do you want to change your lifestyles? Support EFI $1,000. Thank you.
So I'm curious about how you would work with clients to help them change their behavior?
So I have over 30 people train with me before. So each client, they will meet with me 4 days per week, and I will train them, and I will make the date after they got the train, and before the training, I will like the information gathered, and I will focus on their culture and their behaviors and do their personal planning.
So is this a full service? Are you doing exercise plus a meal plan, or is it just one of the, or it's just a holistic plan?
Whole things, whole plan, exercise plus the meal plan.
Okay, that's awesome.
And also after their training, they will get feedback each time. In every month, they will get a physical test. Every month.
Okay.
Do you know a little bit about the market and the competition for this niche in London?
Yes, I know some about like the personal trainers. They work on the gym, and they have like their own gym to doing like the personal trainings. So I believe I am the best is because I doing like the data collect and also the information, the testing. After that, they will compare the date, and they will know what you are doing right now and what you are getting the goals right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Zachery.
3, 2, 1.
Hello, my name is Zachery McCready, and I'm a co-founder of Humble Warrior Clothing Co. According to homelesshub.ca, almost 75% of people suffering from homelessness in Canada are men. Additionally, 25% of our veteran population currently faces difficulty transitioning from military life to civilian life and face a higher risk of homelessness, addictions, and mental illness. Humble Warrior Clothing Co. believes that communities can change the world through socially conscious business practices. So as a result of this, we donate 10% of our profits to assisting at-risk men and veterans in our community. Our streetwear designs are limited edition prints that are created by local artists, and they are made in Canada. So our supporters are guaranteed to make both a unique statement and investment. I've actually personally been affected by homelessness during my life, so it does hit a bit of a nail for me. And I have observed worsening conditions for marginalized populations within Ontario, so I'd like to see some change. We're asking for $1,000 today to help do that. Glad I looked at the 3 seconds there.
I know you didn't have a lot of time to get into it. What are you planning to do with the $1,000?
So with $1,000, I've run the first set of shirts, so I did mean to say that our first run was self-funded, and we've almost sold out of the 24 that we originally printed. This is one of the ones that I'm wearing now. And we plan on making another 48 t-shirts, so that'll cover the cost for that. It'll also help to establish a landing page. I'm working off Instagram right now in my own social circles, but it'll help to develop a web page and to get those 48 shirts out, which in turn will create about $100 to $150 that'll go back to charity once again when those are sold.
Yeah, great pitch, by the way. I thought it was very clear, really good. What is about your price point for this, and kind of what are your margins?
Yeah, so currently I'm lucky enough that the co-founder that works with me, he's an artist as well, and as you can see, I have a few friends in the tattoo industry. So they've offered their services, and because of the awareness that we're trying to create and the money going back into charity, it's very inexpensive to get them to help us out. So our next 2 designs are already created, and we work with a printing press in Waterloo, Ontario called Trace's Screen Printing, and they've been great. They offered us a deal when they found out what we were doing. So each shirt, all in all, at the end of the day, costs about $15 to produce, and we're currently selling them for $35. And again, 10% goes back to charity, and then the rest is just fueling the next run of shirts at the moment.
Great.
Thank you.
Just because you're a brand, I'm just curious, do you consider yourself, like with your goals, do you want to be a London brand, like a Canada brand, or like a worldwide sort of brand?
Yeah, so I've actually been looking at some of the competition, as you would call it, but with this industry, all I've tried to do is make Humble Warrior Clothing Co. appear different. So with the limited edition aspect of it, only making maybe 50 runs of each shirt. We'll see how they go. That'll establish us to be able to sell in town, but I'm thinking at least Canada-wide right now. We've looked at an American market, but I've talked to David actually about this on the side, but there's different websites you can go through to distribute, so Shopify or Etsy, and whatever direction we do choose with that, we'll kind of, I should answer that question, just mainly going to be Canada for right now, not to get my sights too high at the moment. Thank you very much.
Awesome pitch.
Thank you.
Sorry, that was a lot. There's a lot of Rachel to take in. What does awareness mean to you, and what does change mean to you in the context of what you're doing?
Yeah, of course. So because I've faced different situations in my own life, and I have friends and family members who have also faced these situations, it's easy to feel kind of swept under the rug in this society. So I would like to create more awareness in the sense where you're wearing something, and we can go and buy any brand, right? And we don't know kind of where they're being made, the idea behind it. You might just like the sigil or the brand itself, but you don't kind of know anything about it, and it's not representative of yourself and your ideals, or those values. So I would like for one day to have people walking down the street and say, hey, where's that shirt from? And then it becomes a story and creates awareness in that sense, and then a connection as well. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Zach.
Oh, I think this is our missing contestant. Any last minute want to take his spot? You want to go for it? Yeah. Okay. Good for you.
Give us a full introduction,
I'm short. Okay, I'm Bryanna Bruneau. I'm in the entrepreneurship program, and my business is Oh Honey Cafe.
3, 2, 1.
All right, so hello everyone. I am Bryanna Bruneau, and my business is Oh Honey Cafe. Today I'm asking for $1,000 to start Oh Honey for the paperwork and the legal fees. Back at home in Windsor, when I needed a place to hang with my friends, get my coffee fixed, or have a relaxing place to study, I would turn to a local coffee shop. I was so frustrated at the prices. As a student, I shouldn't be paying $15 for a sandwich and a drink. I knew I needed to make a change for myself and students. This inspired me to want to combine my interests of entrepreneurship and coffee to make a student-friendly coffee shop, Oh Honey. We will serve handcrafted espresso beverages, coffee, paninis, soup, salads, and dessert at a price that works for us and pleases our target market of students. Our main goal, other than being affordable, is to create a welcoming and comforting environment for our customers to relax, study, or meet with a friend with ease. Thank you.
Good job. Did you pick that up right now?
Just right now.
I love the idea. I think it's great.
Thank you.
I always work in a coffee shop. And
Yeah.
There's no place that's affordable that's not Tim Hortons.
Yeah, for sure. And the quality is not there.
Yeah. So in addition to students, you're targeting the entrepreneurs in the room, which is great.
Thanks.
How do you see? I guess it's a new idea, but how do you see like the profit being made there? Because obviously there's like reasons coffee shops try not to be welcoming and try to keep their prices high if they are welcoming, right? So
Right, I do want to hit prices of different demographics. Obviously, coffee shops have more than just students. A lot of older people, 30 to 70, love to go for a brunch at a coffee shop. So I do want to have, more of like sandwiches and catering orders and just higher end orders. But I do want to have of course, the student-friendly stuff for like a simple coffee and a simple dessert that would run for maybe $5.
Did you just come up with this while you were
I
sitting
am
there?
so serious.
Have you thought about this idea ever before?
Yeah,
Okay,
in the entrepreneurship program, my whole
Gotcha.
business is.
Good
But yeah,
for you.
I just typed this up.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Do you want a job in marketing? I mean, that is actually a real question. That's a pretty good skill.
Oh, thank you.
I have one question.
Okay.
You said you're from Windsor?
Yes.
What was the local coffee shop you used to go to? I'm a Windsor
Man,
resident.
Tallulah, Coffee Exchange.
Tallulah. Okay,
Yep.
I was hoping you'd say Tallulah.
Yeah, love
Excellent.
Tallulah.
Respect.
Quick question. First of all, I really commend you for coming up here and doing that. That's really, really awesome of you. So do you have expertise in kind of food production or restaurant management or anything to kind of understand how this business would work?
Yes, so I have been working in food service for the last 3 or 4 years now, and in high school I did do a co-op at a coffee shop, and they did show me how to operate it, how to order things, how to deal with customers. So I was working as a barista for about a year until they closed, but I do have experience in a coffee shop and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, great.
All right,
Thank you so
thanks
much.
guys.
Rashidi.
Yes. How are you guys doing today? Can I take this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, count me down?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
3, 2, 1.
Hello, fellow leapers. My name is Rashidi the Robopreneur, seeking $1,000 to further research and develop for my company, Kabamba Robotics. You were wondering, what's a Robopreneur? An entrepreneur who creates marketable robotics, in my case, developing therapeutic robotic animals for students with mental health challenges. Now, who in the audience knows someone who's experienced mental health challenges? Currently, 1 in 5 Canadians have mental health issues. The Mental Health Commission of Canada reports spending up to $5 billion with projections of $2.5 trillion in 30 years. My company is creating a robotic animal named Charlie, who bit my finger, McDonald, pet of Sir John A coping strategy. Coping strategies in mental health help since diseases are incurable. My research and development right now is to acquire software programs such as AutoCAD and SolidWorks to develop Charlie's framework. Charlie is a Labrador since it's the most popular dog breed by the Canadian Kennel Club. With that being said, who let their dogs out? Who? Thank you guys, thank you.
Good work, Rashidi.
That's amazing. Are you actually the one building this dog?
Rashidi, do you mind getting behind the podium for this part?
That was fantastic. That was
Thank
so
you.
great. Are you the one building this, or do you have people working?
As of right now, I've done so much to understand, like, was this viable? The first 4 months that I've been working on this, was it viable first? Mm-hmm. Then I went from a dancing robot to a robotic jukebox to a robotic animal, simply because to understand if it was viable. Now that I know that it's viable, I'm the one right now trying to acquire the programs. So I'm trying to get SolidWorks and AutoCAD to like just design his framework, and then I can go into like, the team, yeah.
I'm curious, why a robot is service dog? What do you think are the benefits to someone in that situation by being a robot?
Oh, there's many benefits. The main benefit is companionship. Simplistically, because when it comes to like an educational system, canine assisted dogs have a lot of maintenance for the actual facilitators, and it's simpler in terms of dealing with a robot. But in terms of the person, it's better because it's just less to deal with, like with a actual dog.
Yeah.
So it's just easing the process because they're already stressed enough, right? Mm-hmm. So.
Will they be furry? Sorry, I have a lot of time.
Exactly. You know what? Matter of fact, yes. That's very important. That's a very important. I was actually like really making sure I do a lot of research on the fur because I really want to go into like sensation, like the way when you touch certain things, it makes you relax. So that eases like the serotonin and the dopamine in the body. So that would help actually reduce symptoms.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
How are you including people who would use the robot in the design process?
I don't understand your question.
Like, are you talking to people? Are you talking to like your beneficiaries through
Yes.
the process? And would you include them at various steps throughout the way?
Beneficiaries, as in like yes.
The people who would have the dog.
Yes, I'm actually going to be working on that with Fanshawe. That's my next step. I talked to the disability service, and then they sent me to another associate who actually does a lot of research in terms of canine-assisted robotics. Canine-assisted therapy for dogs. And the next phase would actually be getting a group of peer students to actually evaluate them to know how they deal with normal dogs and compare. And then once I know specifically what they actually deal with, then I can transfer it over to the robot. Simplistically, thank you.
Great energy, first of all. I think
Thank
that
you.
was a really awesome pitch, just kind of right out the gate. My question is, what is your background and expertise? Because obviously, designing and developing robotics is a very clear technical, like there's
Yes.
a lot of work that
I'm
goes
in-
into that, so you have that background?
Yeah, I'm in electromechanical engineering.
Okay.
I'm in robotics.
Got it.
Mhm.
Awesome.
That's why I'm a robopreneur. Yes. Yes. To be honest, like my robotic name is Robo Rashidi. So just letting you know that.
Are you a robot?
Me? You want me to do it?
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, guys. Give it up for Leap Junction, baby.
Thank you.
Hello? Okay.
Hi, Tamarind.
Hi.
You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tamarind Johnson, and I'm here seeking a $1,000 investment to develop my product called Zip It Up. Picture it. You're leaving the grocery store with 2 to 3 large, heavy, recyclable bags filled with groceries. It's cold outside, and you have to catch the bus and struggle to walk miles to get home. What do you need? A Zip It Up. This locally made motorized traveling bag is lightweight, durable, portable, and has a 6-hour battery life along with the backup solar power. This product will only cost consumers $50 to $100, and it comes in 3 different sizes. It has a lot of compartments and 2 sections for cold or warm items. Zip It Up allows the bag to follow its owner, hands-free, at a certain distance using a sensor and an app. This product is better than its competitors because of its price and because it has an automatic anti-theft capabilities. Zip it up all in one bag. Any questions?
How big is the bag?
Okay, good question, because I was waiting for somebody to ask me a question. It's going to come in a small size for elderly people who just want to go to the grocery store and get a loaf of bread and a couple of fruits. It's going to come in a medium size for for people who are going to college. You may want to sneak some books in there, but you may also want to put your lunch in there as well, and you don't want it smushed up, or you want to put, when I go to the food store back in Simcoe, because I live so far from the food store, you want to make sure that you carry a bag big enough to take everything in one trip. So that's what the medium one is for. And then the large one is just for, you want to stock up for 2 weeks worth of groceries, you can be able to fit everything in it. And you also, when you're using it, you can use your hands or you don't have to use your hands. So it actually walk along with you. And when I said that it has the anti-lock capabilities, what it means is if you program it to, my bag is going to follow me a certain distance, if your bag senses that you're not in the perimeter, it's going to automatically start to ring off an alarm, and it's going to automatically lock if you allow it set it beyond. And it also comes with GPS too. So you know at real time where your device is. Just in case you was going to ask that too. Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So it sounds like a lot of awesome features. How far along are you in your prototyping? Where are you at in your design process?
Right now I'm in the initial phase. I did the pitch competition back in Simcoe, so this idea has only been about maybe a month, no, actually it'd be 2 months, because I literally noticed this January 1st when I first came to Canada. Where I live in Simcoe, it's 40 minutes away from the store. And the very first day, I had to tote a lot of bags. And I'm like, why do I have to do this? This doesn't make sense. And I was freaking out. And then it hit me. I wish I had one bag. And no, I don't want to carry the bag. I want it to be motorized. I don't want my back to hurt. I don't want my shoulders to hurt. So it's only 2 months old, but I've also gotten in contact with different people from different fields. So I've contacted the technology side of it. I've looked at the marketing side of it, because so far I haven't actually found any device that taps into this specific type of purpose. I've seen people do it for luggage. I've seen people do it for pets, but I have not seen somebody come up with a device like this for everyday use, like for groceries. If you don't want to put groceries in it, you could put like other stuff, but the main objective is that you don't have to struggle with it. And it's portable, so you could take it on the bus with you. You could put it, even if you have a car, you still can use it. Because you could go to the grocery store, you don't have to take 2, 3, 4 recyclable bags. You could put all of it, so it's actually helping the environment as well too.
You said the cost is, I know it's still a guesstimate right now, it's early on, but you're looking at $300 to $500, I think you said, or something like that?
No, I'm looking for, because my target market right now, per se, is college students, and I was looking between $50 to $100 to see, because it's 3 different sizes, but you pay for 1 bag.
Yeah.
It may cost more in the future, but right now, what I'm looking at is looking at college students to help develop the technology, to keep costs low. I'm looking at college students to make the products, to keep costs low, and I'm looking to market at college students, because why? If you can tap into that market, you can tap into every other one. Because if I'm a college student, I'm gonna call my mom, I'm using this bag, this is helpful, go buy it. And all my little siblings, go. So that's really what my focus on, and that's why I can keep the price as low as I can be, because other marketers, they're not tapping into this market. Honestly, they really are not. They're not focusing on this type of product in this type of area. It's either, okay, you want to go away, you're in the airport, you're going to see people with it, or for other stuff, but nothing like this for everyday use.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Tyler, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
I have discovered a gap in the marketplace, and the opportunity is large. The opportunity is so large, in fact, that I quit my job, sold my Lexus, and entered the entrepreneurship program here at Fanshawe. What is this massive gap that I have discovered? Small business owners do not have access to professional sales. And it's too hard as an entrepreneur to go out and sell while you're managing the day-to-day functions of the business. So my name is Ty Wilkins, and I'm the owner of B2 Boss, short for Business to Business Outsourced Sales Service. Essentially, entrepreneurs hire me on weekly contracts throughout the year when they need a boost in their sales. I'm looking for $1,000 to help with my company vehicle, just some advertising. Sorry guys. But yeah, that's what I'm after. All right, so I'll take questions if you've got any.
Yeah, great job. How long have you been doing this for?
I did a soft open 3 years ago, and that was when I realized that the potential for this was outside my scope of abilities. So I ended up meeting Dave through LEAP during the summer, and then I came and met Dave Moreland, who's the program coordinator. I had failed the business before this, which was an epic failure, but at the same time, like a wonderful success. So because of what I had learned from that, I knew that I needed to approach this with much more strategy than what I did with a car wash. So yeah, I do have some experience with it. I had 5 clients that I used as part of this soft open, and I realized I do need more help. So that's how I've ended up here.
So you're a B2B. Who are your who are your target customers selling to?
So I only specialize in things that I'm passionate about. So there's some things like the automotive industry, environmental services, addiction services. I really do only get involved in things that I know that I can sell. There's a limited number of things, but those things that I do get in touch with, I sell very, very effectively. And so for the most part, some of it will be health related, some of it automotive related, and some of it will be environmentally related as we push towards a greener Canada.
Yeah, this is a really interesting idea. I think working with lots of entrepreneurs, I can see that this is always a gap in a lot of people struggle with sales skills. So I'm just trying to understand, if you're hired, like how would you scale this? Because could you take on multiple customers during the same week, or is it just 1 week per business? Like, yeah, walk me through that a little bit.
So it is one client per week, and the idea is that we find that point in the business cycle that it would be most beneficial for me to approach your target market. Oftentimes what I found with small businesses, they don't even know who they want as their customer or client. I asked, hey, can you give me a list of 5 people you'd like me to go and contact? And I don't know. So sometimes we have to start with that, and so that first week may not actually be enough. But if I can get out there and introduce their product or service and shake hands and make these meetings happen, the idea is that they'll hire me again in 3 months' time, the next quarter, the next half, and touch base. If we didn't make the sale 6 months ago, perhaps we could today. What has changed? So the idea is to have me as a temporary salesman, because most businesses cannot afford $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 for a salesperson, and then it's also an extreme risk taking on someone who is commission only, because their motives are slightly different, because it is purely money based.
Judges, any other questions?
Nope.
Wonderful, thanks for having me.
How are you?
I'm good.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I think so. Just a
Think
moment.
so? 3, 2, 1.
Hi everyone. Do you know digital marketing industry is 500 billion industry in Canada itself? No? It is. And do you know the major profit is shared by the market giants like Facebook and Google? And interestingly enough, 50% of the businesses who really need the marketing, like startups and small scale businesses, hesitate to enter this arena of digital marketing. So we are here to bridge the gap. I've been there. I had a startup earlier which failed due to the poor digital marketing campaign. So I'm here with the new campaign, and I know the pain of poor digital marketing. So we are connecting students to the business. So students are the most viable asset for the digital marketing campaign, because they have the most up-to-date knowledge of the trend and all the skills necessary for the digital marketing, which the bigger firms don't have, or they charge too much for those services. So we are providing cheap services to the companies with the help of our students, who will be our Thank you.
Is there a particular kind of company that you would be targeting first?
Yeah, I'm currently targeting food marketing. So I have like 8 clients currently in London. So I'm currently working with around 10 students and 8 clients. So it's going pretty well, and students itself are very happy. They are earning like $1,500 a month.
So how are you, so if I understand correctly, you're using the students to actually do the digital marketing tasks and tactics for companies. So how are you vetting these students to know that their skills are appropriate for this type of work?
So I've been in digital marketing for quite some time. I have like 6 years of experience in digital marketing, and I'm Google certified AdWords expert. So I know what kind of skills are required to be a good digital marketer, and I know what kind of skills and how to look. So there are many freelancing sites, and there in Fanshawe itself, there are many students who need job desperately. So if I give them a task to learn few things, they'll learn that like those things very pretty fast. And the second thing is they are up to date with the skills and market trends. So every student is up to date with the trends, which the bigger firms won't be for a particular firm. So like if a firm is there and student would be working more harder to promote those business and keep his job than the bigger firms. Thank you.
Thank you. Good job. one.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll count you down.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Okay, let's try again.
Applause before the start. Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
So I'm Jagat. I'm here to pitch for $1,000 to get a trampoline jumpstart for my business. It's a funding that would help me to buy my domain and get appropriate hosting services which are required for e-business. According to statistics, it's known that an average Canadian spends like $1,000 every year on just gifting their loved ones, and 50% of them end up buying just a gift card, which is boring. So, yeah, of course. So we all consider specific things while buying a gift, like our budget or what's the interest of the person who is gifting this particular thing to. And then we start this tedious job of hunting for the gift on multiple websites or going to multiple stores. So what Gifter.io will do is it'll crawl through all the popular websites like Amazon and like e-website of Walmart, and it'll look for an exact gift according to what answers the customer already puts in. Like we'll have a 10 set of questions which a customer puts in, and a proper gift will pop up. Thank you. Is there any question related to revenue model? I have that ready already. You were going to ask that?
I am now.
Okay. We have already crawler logic which we have ready, and we can modify that crawler logic after we get us a particular number of hits in the website to promote some specific businesses like Amazon does, right? It promotes some businesses like more than some sellers more than the other sellers. So basically doing that, we can charge the seller that if you want to get promoted, you pay us this much, and that's one of the revenue models. Second is the AdSense, of course, and third is home gift producers, like small scale producers who make their own gifts, customized gifts. We can put them in the search as well.
Yeah, this is an interesting concept.
Yeah.
Can you talk about, so this is a website?
It's a web application. It's a web application which will work on any mobile devices as well as website, whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay. And you have the expertise to
I am
work on
an
this and
ISO
develop it?
certified security expert, so I can look after security. I have a partner who's expert in front-end development and a partner who's expert in back-end development, so we have a team.
Got it. Awesome.
Have you started to develop it?
Yeah, we have started building the core algorithm first. So we are ready with the core algorithms and things are working out. Only the graphics and the back-end database population that's left.
Awesome.
What's the inspiration for this?
Oh, I was looking for a gift for this person who was sitting beside me.
Really?
Yeah.
Very cool. What was the occasion?
His birthday.
Oh, what did you end up getting him?
Gift card.
Nice. Thank you, Jagat.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Can we have a big round of applause for everyone who pitched? All right, at this point, I'm going to ask Dave to lead our judges next door for their deliberations. And you can tally up all of your scorecards over there. And everybody else, just sit tight for just a second. We have a couple announcements. So our judges are going to go deliberate for about 15 minutes. And in that time, we're just going to do a couple quick announcements, and then we will feed you, which is what really everybody is here for. So the first announcement that we have is I just want to give a gentle reminder to everybody about our application for our Leap In Summer Incubator. The applications do close on Sunday. I heard some amazing pitches today about some amazing businesses that we'd really love to see in the incubator, and we'd love to see some applications. So please make sure that you get those applications in by Sunday. We'd love to learn a little bit more. I'd also like to invite my friend Annette Markford up here. We have a really exciting event coming up in a couple weeks that she's going to share, a couple events actually, she's going to share a little bit about. Annette.
Hi everyone, so glad to see you all here today. I'm Annette Markford. I'm manager of Innovation Village here at Fanshawe College, which is a new initiative on campus. It's a combination of enhancing experiential learning for students through your curriculum, through something that's going to come forward in the next couple of years called a Signature Innovation Learning Experience, SILEX, and some job skills for the future. But in addition to that, we have this exciting new Innovation Village that's going to be developed here on campus. It's a $55 million rebuild in the middle of campus as you walk in the door where Leap Junction used to be. It's not going to be done for 3 years, but we are starting the process now. So it's going to be an exciting space full of maker spaces and studio lounges for students, great study spaces, and just great collaborative spaces for students on campus. Anyway, so that's the exciting project I get to work on. And prior to that, I was in Kelsey's role here and started all of this stuff. So I am so thrilled to see the quality of the pitches here tonight. They are fantastic. Really great job, everyone. They are going to have a tough job. Anyway, in conjunction or with Innovation Village, we are doing something called Innovation Days. That's March 17th, 18th, and 19th. So on the 17th, we're going to be running a design workshop in here, design thinking workshop. There'll be one in the morning and one in the afternoon. So you'll be able to sign up online, and you'll be able to join us if you're interested in learning more about design thinking and that whole process. And then on Wednesday, we have Research and Innovation Day, which is being held by our Center for Research and Innovation. Students can present their projects there. I'm pretty sure they're closed, right? The projects are closed now, I think so. Anyway, by all means, go and see their projects. These are amazing projects that our students are working on here. A lot of them are their capstone projects. They all have to do with applied research, and it's a really exciting day. And the Student Union's going to be there as well, doing a speaker's corner on innovation, so join in on that. And then on Thursday, the best event of all is going to be Stone Soup. And did you talk about Stone Soup? Yeah, I'll let you talk about Stone Soup. So all three of those events are part of Innovation Days. I hope you will consider joining us. And I'll let Kelsey talk about Stone Soup.
Thank you. So thank you for that intro. So Stone Soup, as hopefully most of you already know about, is our entrepreneurial networking event that we host every year. As we said, it's March 19th this year. It's going to be held in Forwell Hall. It's going to be the evening of March 19th, and we're really excited to bring in the founder of Smokes Poutine to speak about his entrepreneurial journey and to feed us poutine. So, you know, we go for places for food, which is a really good segue for me. We're going to give our judges probably about another 10 to 12 minutes, but in that meantime, please grab a drink, grab some pizza. We already paid for it, so please eat it, and come back in a few minutes so that we can hear the deliberation of our judges. Thank you. All right, everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for staying with us and joining us for some dinner while we had some deliberation. As you all know, the grand prize today is $1,000, but it's a little bit hard to choose one pitch from the amazing ones that we had today. So we have some small tokens for our third place and our second place prizes, but before we award them, you're all winners. It's really hard to get up here and pitch, and especially to do it in 60 seconds, concisely and articulately, the way that you all did. So big round of applause to all of you before we even get to this. And equally as difficult as getting up here and pitching in 60 seconds is figuring out which of you should win this prize. So a really big round of applause, and thank you so much to our judges and half judge for everything you did for our contestants. All right, so I know, just from really brief feedback, that it was a really hard decision. So again, thank you so much. But without further ado, we're going to announce our winners. So in third place, winning a $50 gift card to Chef's Table, and please come on up if your name is called, is Zachery McCready with Humble Warrior. Judges, do you want to come up and take a photo with him? You can come stand up here with me. Yeah, probably kneel, yeah. Yeah, and Jenny's gonna take it. Thank you so much. You might as well just stand off to the side, yeah. Thank you so much. In second place, we are pleased to award $100 to our Chef's Table to Rashidi Kabamba of Kabamba Robotics. I do have to say that's the first time I've ever heard someone sing in a pitch, actually. And Liam, come on, I was expecting this of you last year. All right, the moment you've all been waiting for. Can I get some help with the drum roll, please? Oh, thank you, thank you. Our first prize winner and winner of $1,000 in cash is Aaron and Omar of Fast Track. Come on up.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much.
Great job.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good job, guys. You guys are. And in addition, we just have small gifts as a really big thank you to our judges. You can sit for this if you can stand. We just really like to thank you for your time and for your energy and for everything you've done to support our students here at Fanshawe College in their entrepreneurial spirit. So thank you so much. It's a hard task to judge. I'm really glad it wasn't me today, so I appreciate that. Thank you, and a big round of applause for our judges. So once again, thank you all so much for coming. Please feel free to finish off the pizza. Thanks. Finish off the pizza, finish off the drinks. If you have not already connected with Leap Junction, please make sure to follow us on social media, subscribe to our website so that you can get access to our newsletters. And I really hope to see a lot of your applications in for our Leap in Summer Incubator, again, which is closing on Sunday. Thank you all so much for coming and have an amazing evening. Drive safely.
Thank you for having us.